pretty lies. Look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. This is Solo Leveling Chapter 101 review. Yes, it is finally here. I've just finished reading it not too long ago. God damn, that was amazing. Like, oh, it was so good. So yeah, this chapter was pretty good, but right off the bat, let me just say, y'all, it still left me kind of waiting for the next chapter, I guess. Don't get me wrong, this chapter was amazing and we'll be talking about it, but it's, you know, we'll talk about it for sure. Okay, so let's begin. Last time, on the last chapter, we saw Jin. He was about to switch. He was about to take the Shadow Soldier's place, and he did. He came to the rescue just when the Korean team thought they were done for. Jin comes in for the MVP win. So yeah, Jin comes in and he saves the day. Of course, we knew that, and that's basically what this chapter is. It's literally him completely showing off his amazing skills, but purely against fodder, really. He's only going up against the basic ants. I'm sure some of them were a little upper tier, but nonetheless, it wasn't what we thought it was going to be, and which was him going up against the super soldier ant, or the super ant, as we like to call it in this channel. So, I mean, overall, that's really what I wanted, but it was still pretty good. So in this chapter, we see him utilizing his full shadow army, I guess, against the soldier ants, and I think that was probably some of the coolest scenes we have ever seen from Solo Leveling, in terms of the way the art was drawn and the way the little action scenes looked. It just felt so badass. Jin himself was even in the action. He was fighting some mob, just slicing through them with his demonic weapons and all. But you know, like I said, he didn't go up against the Super Ant. And I'm gonna keep saying it because that's what I wanted. You know, I was just waiting for that. Of course, it's for sure. It has to be coming next chapter, so that we know for sure. By the way, this chapter review is probably going to be a little shorter because, in all honesty, all this was really that action scene. Jin and his army, I guess, versus the ants, you know, the soldier ants. In terms of plot development, what we got was the news station back in Korea. It looks like they had cut off the live feed because they were noticing the S team getting destroyed and killed off by the one super ant. So I thought that was pretty interesting. We're seeing a little bit on what's going on that side. But you know, before we cut back to the main action scene, we do see them putting it back live. So I don't really know in terms of what that really does for the plot, I guess. That's kind of more of a side thing, you know, but you know, that was really all we had that wasn't directly related to the actual fight, I guess. So in a way, that was pretty interesting, you know. But I'm glad everybody's gonna finally be able to see exactly what Jin's capable of. So in terms of that, I'm pretty excited for that. Because you know, I'm Team Jin all the way. I just love his character so much. But that's from, you know, a person who really loves these type of manhwas. You know, that's kind of my thing right there. So Jin does end up healing everybody with one of his potions, but what we see is Cha is not exactly recovering like everybody else is. So, you know, that's a bit disappointing because, I mean, come on, Cha's gonna miss the badassness of Jin, and you know, I ship those two, so you know, I kind of want that to progress in a way, but it's okay. I mean, Cha overall, she played her part. She got, you know, destroyed first, so she was a sacrifice that had to be made. Of course, it doesn't mean she's gonna die or anything like that. That's not what I mean. And I mean, I would be in tears if that would have happened, so I'm glad that is more than likely not gonna happen. So I gotta say, watching Jin's army though has been pretty fun. We've seen it in the past, but for some reason, the aura they exert right now it just feels like in a different level. And obviously, I'm not exactly meaning I could feel the aura myself, you know what I mean? But I could tell the way they're drawn and everything. They just have a certain badass kind of attitude, which is why one of my favorite parts of this chapter is actually towards the end when Jin is gonna, when he confronts the super ant, which I kind of feel he needs a better name. He's he's an elite ant, but he's mutated to the point of super. Yeah, that's how I came up with the name. But no, so yeah, pretty much directly after the healing, it's basically at the end where the super ant came back, and I'm guessing he noticed Jin's aura. You just sense how powerful Jin is, and that's why he came in. He already knew what the heck was going on. But watching those two approach each other, in fact, depending on the source, I'm not sure, but Jin actually has such a fun little cool line. He's like, cute. A bug is talking. Come on now, that's pretty MVP. At this point, we can assume Jin knows how to exactly be able to tell what's somebody's power level is exactly, and I'm sure he knows what his is at and what he's capable of, and the fact that he wasn't really taking this super ant seriously makes me think we're in for a nice little whoop ass. So that's gonna be cool. And like I said before in the last chapter review, super excited for what's coming up ahead, because this looks like this arc is gonna end pretty soon. At least that's what I'm hoping for, because I'm starting to think that they're stretching out some of these scenes, because this chapter seemed kind of halfway done, if that makes sense. I just feel like it needed a little bit more in it besides those fighting scenes. Although those were great, there wasn't much development. In fact, it kind of felt like only 5 minutes have passed in the story. So I'm kind of hoping they kind of start, I guess, going a little bit faster. Not that I want solo leveling content to run out or anything sooner, but sometimes I'm left with these kind of hype feelings, and sometimes they're not met with satisfaction, at least not fully. Does that make sense? Of course, that's just a minor critique and nothing kind of crazy, but that's just something I've been noticing on the recent solo leveling chapters, especially this recent arc. But it's still, I might be critiquing a little bit, but I absolutely love solo leveling, and there's no way that slow speed's gonna be deterring me from reading this, because if you guys read other series, other type of comics, such as like manga, One Piece, that's One Piece has those moments of really slowness. Or if you watch anime a lot of times, especially shonen, things that are adapted from really popular manga, like the One Piece anime, really slow, so you just kind of get what you get, slow speed, but they really try to usually work on the art, try to present that in like the best way, I guess. So yeah, that was the ending of solo leveling. So basically means next chapter is going to be a full-on fight. See, I predict next chapter is probably going to be them fighting. In fact, it might just be that there might not even be a winner next chapter. I'm honestly going to predict that. That's what I'm thinking, to be honest. Not that I want that. I want there to be a winner. I want there to be a little bit more story. That's what I'm hoping for the next chapter. And I'm kind of... this chapter was good, but sometimes these cliffhangers, they kind of spoil the mood in a way, yeah, so giving it a rating out of 10 is something I'm going to try to be doing, because it's a good way to measure my overall rating, I guess, for it. And I would say this chapter was a solid 9. I'm not going to go any higher than a 10 unless it's a chapter that literally blew me off my seat, which could happen. I'm sure that's actually probably happened a few times before. So yeah, that's the chapter review. Didn't talk anything too specific. Let's see. Okay, how about y'all let me know what the outcome of this battle will be in terms of what you guys think. Of course, it's highly likely, Jin's gonna win, and that's what I think. But then again, you never know. This Super Ant has been pretty powerful from what we've seen. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think, and then how excited are you guys for this series? And please, if you want me to review any other sort of things, I could definitely take a look at it. It might even be already reading and watching it, But yeah, this has been Soul Leveling Chapter 101 review. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's